I think that I was just, living in this shame, living in all this sort of stuff of my past, and I wasn't able to move on.
Do you think the person that the you of then was on a path of self-destruction?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I would have, for sure, 100%. Yeah. It would have been no bueno. It was bad. I don't know if I'd be alive, for sure. It was dark. It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they love me and, just turn their back on you in a second.
Bieber has finally opened up about how he was hurt by some of the biggest names in the industry when he was just a teenager. The pop sensation recently shared shocking details about how his early years in the spotlight were influenced by people who were supposed to guide and protect him. But instead of looking out for his best interests, individuals like Kim Kardashian and Diddy may have used Justin's fame and youth for their own gain. Celebrity Insider News.
Bieber was my time, and with Bieber being my time,
you gotta say Bieber.
Bieber.
I heard a little Bieber. I was like, Kano heard it too.
I seen Bieber when he was 15, and actually in that excerpt inside the house where he was like, "Yo, you want one of these?" And it was a Lamborghini. He actually told me to pull the Lamborghini out, pull it in the front, and I pulled it in the front. So it was me, him, Scooter, what's his name? Scooter Brock. Yeah. It was him, and it was just basically one of them phone calls like, "Yo, I'm in town. I'm gonna bring Justin by. I want you to holler at him for a little while." And he just hollered at him they ain't stayed together 48 hours and all that. He just was talking shit right there. He stayed there for about an hour or two. And he got up out of there.
People remember Justin's rise to fame for his hit songs behind the scenes. He was facing situations that were much darker and more disturbing than anyone knew. And these new revelations are causing quite a stir in the industry. People are demanding answers and the truth behind Justin's trauma. His life is finally coming to light. There's talk that he was put into a world of parties, power, and manipulation, far beyond what any teenager should experience. He was often invited to exclusive events by older industry insiders, only to find himself in environments that were completely inappropriate for someone of his age. While these parties seem glamorous on the outside, the reality of what Justin went through has left many surprised. The young star has hinted that these experiences made him feel like he had no control over his own life. As a fresh-faced 13-year-old with an incredible voice, Justin caught the attention of R&B superstar Usher, who signed him to a joint venture record label and took on the role of mentor with Usher's backing. It didn't take long for him to be introduced to other big names in the industry, including music mogul Sean Diddy and reality TV star Kim Kardashian. Justin's connection to Diddy was a massive turning point. In his early career, Diddy took a special interest in young Justin. He presented himself as someone who could help Justin. Similarly, Justin also admired his achievements, but being just a minor, he was very vulnerable to the dark realities of Hollywood. He trusted these industry giants whole, not realizing that they might not always have his best interest at heart. As Justin's career grew, so did his interactions with people like Diddy and Kim Kardashian, and it wasn't long before he found himself in situations that were extremely inappropriate for a teenage boy.
Kim, tell me about your photo shoot with Justin.
Oh my God, it was so much fun.
What shoot did you do?
I did a shoot in the Bahamas with Justin Bieber.
How old is Justin?
16. During the shoot, Justin said, "Oh, I have a nickname for you." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Cougar."
Does he have a crush on you?
I have no idea.
Do you have a crush on him?
Yeah, Kim, do you have a crush on him?
If only he was 18.
18?
Wait, you know there's stuff all over the internet about how you're a cougar.
How I'm a cougar?
Yeah.
I'm not even 30 years old.
Now, Kim Kardashian's role in Justin's life began when the two started appearing together at some photo shoots. Well, Kim was already a well-established reality TV star known for her viral tape. Her appearances with Justin also sparked massive rumors and controversies, especially due to the age difference.
I first met Justin Bieber at the White House Correspondents' Dinner in Washington, D.C. And I think actually before that, I had said in an interview that I wanted to set him up with my sister, Kendall, who's 14. And then he had responded in an interview saying that no, he didn't want to be hooked up with my sister, he liked me, or something just silly like that. It was a joke. And so when I met him in Washington, D.C., we took a picture together, and he Twittered it and said, you know, me and my girlfriend Kim.
One famous incident occurred when Justin and Kim did a photo shoot together for Elle magazine in the Bahamas. The images, which were meant to be playful and lighthearted, showed Kim and Justin posing together and beach attire. But the photos quickly drew criticism as folks began questioning whether it was appropriate for a woman in her 30s to be interacting so closely with a teenager. At one point, Kim even referred to Justin as cougar that didn't sit well with his fans. This statement added fuel to the fire, making it difficult for Justin to escape the perception that he was being placed in situations that blurred the lines of what was acceptable. Being linked to a high-profile adult celebrity like Kim at such a young age exposed Justin to a type of attention that he wasn't prepared to handle. At first, it seemed like Diddy wanted to guide the young star, but some of the scenarios Justin found himself in raised multiple questions. So Diddy would invite Justin to parties filled with people where the atmosphere was more suited for seasoned industry professionals. These events had things that no young person should witness. However, a recent video clip shows a 15-year-old Justin at one of Diddy's gatherings. But the situation takes a strange turn. After viewers notice, Justin was really being exposed to these parties. After all, Justin was surrounded by powerful figures who promised him the world. Now, Patty also acknowledges that these situations may have played a role in the difficulties Justin faced later in his career. From substance to mental health issues, the impact of being pushed into the world too soon, with Diddy leading the way left massive scars on his life. Meanwhile, Diddy's behavior has been called into question more than once. Sources claim that instead of mentoring, Justin Diddy may have been more focused on the benefits of being seen with the young star. It was good publicity for Diddy to be associated with the most popular kid in pop music. But for Justin, the influence of these adult mentors may have been more damaging. Fame hit Justin Bieber pretty hard, and it didn't take long for all the pressure to mess with his personal life and mental health. He found himself surrounded by people who seemed more interested in what they could get from him than actually looking out for him. Before he knew it, Justin was moving into a risky lifestyle and was already dealing with substance. He has opened up about using substances to escape the stress and loneliness he was feeling. His inner circle included some influential people, which also made it tough for him to tell who really had his back and who was just using him. The pressure to keep up his pop star image along with constant media scrutiny created a pretty toxic environment. Justin felt like a puppet being controlled by others for their own gain. At his lowest points, he acted out in ways that made headlines, which only fueled the media frenzy and added to the image of a troubled young star. One of his friendships that fell apart during this time was with Pastor Carl Linz. At first, Linz seemed like a good influence, helping Justin get closer to Kim. Things got complicated, and they eventually had a falling out, partly due to Kim's own controversies. This left Justin feeling betrayed and disillusioned, reminding him that many people he trusted weren't what they seem. It just added to his emotional struggles and made it even harder to find genuine support. During this time, talks about Justin's mental state were everywhere. The media painted him as erratic and unpredictable, focusing on his wild antics and run-ins with the law. But behind all that was a young guy who felt used and manipulated by people who should have been guiding him. Kim has never really talked about how those comments affected Justin or the bigger issues at play. Even now, as Justin opens up about how those early relationships shaped him, Kim has stayed quiet. Some people think she's doing this on purpose to dodge any extra scrutiny or to keep her distance from the negative press. Meanwhile, Diddy has a different story. He is known for exploiting young artists, and his relationship with Justin is a prime example of this. In recent years, Justin has taken a step back to reflect on his past and wants to help younger artists avoid the same struggles he faced. But what do you guys think really happened between Justin, Kim, and Diddy? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video and want to see more celebrity videos, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update.